Hey everybody, happy Talkie Tuesday. My name is Dori Patrick. I'm a mixed media artist and maker. I live and work in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And I try to check in here on the YouTube channel once a week to share little bits of my creative life. And if you've been on this channel for a while now, you know we missed last week because of the Christmas holiday. Thank you for understanding. It was a very fun but chaotic week. We had company to get ready for and a few other little holiday shenanigans going on, and it just felt easier to just take a break from the video stuff last week. But I'm back and I welcome you. Welcome if you're new here. Welcome back if you have been sticking with me for a while. You can probably tell that I'm in a different space, and I have some really exciting news to share with you this week. I am moving into a new studio at the first of the year. I can't even believe it. And I'm also wondering how this is going to record my voice. I guess we'll see. Yeah, so let me tell you about what's going on. Those of you who have known me for a while, you know that I used to have a store and make and take art studio in Uptown Marion called the Dreaming Bear. We closed that up in the spring of 2016, and I have been working from home ever since then. And it has been lovely. It was a lovely, lovely period of personal exploration. I got some health issues kind of addressed during that time frame, and I was just really able to work on my own creativity and my own voice, if you will, my own creative voice. And I have loved being home during that time period. And my husband also works from home. So it has been nice for us to be home with the dogs and just I really felt like it was kind of a respite for me. I was still working really hard, but I had the comforts of home around me. So it just felt like a really good season for me to end one part of my career and begin a new one. So for almost 10 years, it'll be 10 years this coming spring, I will have been working from my home studio. So I had taken over our family room that was an addition on the back of our house when our kids flew the nest. And it has served me so well. And I really, when I look back at all that I got done and all that I accomplished in that little space, I'm really proud and really tickled looking back at some of the memories that I created there. But there has been a little tugging at my heart. It's really the only way I know how to describe it. That there was something ahead of me, a different path to take. Well, I don't mean a different path. I guess a different way to walk on that path. And so what I'm doing, what you see here behind me, is going to be the future art studio for Dori Patrick. I am on the second floor of the Eastern Iowa Art Academy. I know a lot of you have heard me talk about this magical place. It is magical, you guys. It's the old Arthur Elementary School building, and it has been transformed. So it's I think it's the oldest school in Cedar Rapids. I could be wrong. It could be the second oldest, but I think it's the oldest. Anyway, of course, these old schools are wonderful and beautiful, but they do not meet the needs of the community like they used to. So Cedar Rapids built a new elementary school across the street. It's called Trailside Elementary. It's beautiful and sparkly, and the kids love it. So Arthur was sitting here, and the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy needed more space. And so they moved here. I think they will be here a year in March. I think this coming March is their 1 year anniversary. And I cannot even tell you. I mean, it is such a warm, welcoming, wonderful space to come to. The director, Heather, has become a good friend of mine, and I come here and help with art projects. I fill in for teachers when they need someone, or I help out with different projects with folks from the ARC and stuff. And I just really love coming here. And my husband will tell you, when I come home from visiting this building, I just have this pep in my step. I just feel so good, feel so happy to be around this environment. And we also have personal ties to this building because when we moved back to Cedar Rapids, my son finished up elementary school here in this building. Not in this room. We've done our research. He was not in this room, but but he was down the hall. And so this place just has, it has my heart. That's the only way I can describe it. And it's literally blocks from where I live. So I will be able to walk over whenever I want. Lately, I've been driving because I'm hauling supplies and stuff. But once I get settled, I'm very excited that I will be able to just walk over to my studio and get some work done. But yeah, so the plan for this building has always been to convert these upstairs classrooms into artist studios and workspaces. And I don't know. I kept thinking on it and thinking on it. And when I broached the subject with them, they were more than excited and supportive of my taking a space here. So that's what I'm doing. I will be taking the space over officially on the 1st. I'm in here a little early over holiday break. I'm trying to get the place painted because it needs a little zhuzhing, if you know what I mean. And many of you probably already know I'm a nester. So I want my space to reflect myself and my work, and I'm thinking about how to plan out the space. But anyway, and you guys, I'm so excited. So I'm probably like all over the place with this conversation, and I apologize, but um so yeah, so this is a classroom, and I'm going to I'm going to turn the camera around here in a second and just take you around and show you all the space. Um, so all this white here, this is the color that I am painting most of the space. When I give you a tour, you'll see some of the old paint. It's kind of beige, and you can tell it's been beige for a very long time. Everything is just, it's, a lovely space. It just is a little rough and needs some love. And I am here to give it all the love. I'm so excited. So yeah, so I'm working on right now. Most of the walls here are going to be this white. And you guys guess what the name of this color is? Blank canvas. Isn't that awesome? I'm like, that is too perfect. I need that. So I am working through gallons of this paint. So because this is an old school, these walls are brick, sturdy as all get out, but they're textured and they suck up the paint like crazy, even with coats of paint already on them. So it's taken me a while to get around these brick these brick walls. This was the big Mama Jamma wall. This is right here in the center. You see some bulletin boards and magnetic like dry erase boards, which I'm going to leave there because I can use those to, you know, plan stuff out and decorate. So, yeah, I'm really, really, really excited. I've been working on this plan for several months and it's been kind of killing me not to share it. And it feels like a real big relief to finally just let you guys know. And I'm getting a lot of questions about what I'm going to do with the space. So, and I think I'm going to just be figuring that out as I go along. It's primarily going to be my working space, my studio. I'm pretty sure I'm moving my entire operation over here. So that will include also doing my shipping, like for my Etsy orders and my wholesale orders, all that inventory, that kind of thing. I love that I'm going to have the space now to work on big projects. I have I've had some big ideas for some big installation pieces that I would love to work on. It's so nice to have the space to spread out and work on that. As you know, I'm really into clay again, and I love the thought of also setting up a clay station separate from the rest of my work so that when I want to work on something larger, I can just have it here with me to work on. Um, yeah, and I don't know exactly how this is all going to work yet. I'm just taking this day by day. One question I've been getting a lot is, are you going to have classes? And the answer is yes, but sometimes. I I am really in this season of my life, I'm really enjoying my freedom and my flexibility. So I am not looking to I'm not going to be hosting parties like I did at the Dreaming Bear and organizing a lot of camps and workshops, at least not right now. I will occasionally do some offerings as my schedule allows it and as my desire comes up to even do it. Right now, life is feeling just really busy and I don't have a desire to schedule too far out. But so I guess yeah, the answer is yes, sometimes. I'm not doing the Dreaming Bear 2.0. This is my private workspace. It's not a storefront. It's not anything other than my workspace. And when I feel like having an open house event or something, I can, and I have the room to host people, which I could never do that at home. And so I'm excited about the flexibility of this space. I'm a little overwhelmed sometimes, but mostly very excited. So let me turn the camera around and I'll give you just a quick tour. It's not much to look at right now, but I think if you are anything like me, you probably see the potential in a big open space like this. I'm excited for you to see it. So let's do that. Okay, here we are, guys. And I apologize in advance if this is shaky. I'm trying to not be too shaky here. I've had a lot of coffee this morning. This is the entrance. This is the door that I come in, and then this is going to be painted. I think this is going to be turquoise, but I'm still playing with a few ideas. But when you come in through the front door and you turn to the right, there you see the open space. And here's the wall that I just got done that took forever. And over there in front of that window, that's where I was just sitting when I was talking to you earlier. This is a corner room, which I am so excited about because look at all those windows, all that light. And I love also the little built-ins. See down there, the gray, the little shelves. I am thinking I'm going to paint those green, but I'm still working. Yeah, so I can't, off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly what the square footage of this room is, but it is good sized. You know, it's old and it's been well loved. And I'm going to just keep on loving it, just as it should be. It's got pretty high ceilings and it has the wonderful, you know, tile ceilings. The lighting is, you know, nothing too special, but I'm going to be probably relying a lot on um, the natural light coming in through the windows. And yeah, so I don't know if you can really see, but so there's the dry erase board that's also magnetic, so I can stick things to it and also write on it. But on either side of that are these big bulletin boards. There's another one down there at the end. These are going to be great for pinning up anything, you know, calendars, notes, you know, all my little tchotchkes that I love. And then if you look up these little strips, these are also, they're bulletin board strips. So you can take like a thumbtack and tack things up to them. I'm thinking about rigging up a system where I can put the thumbtack in there, but have kind of a clip hanging down so that I can hang paper works in progress up there. Yeah, so the whole room, like I said, is lined with this little bookshelf. It's probably like 3.5 feet tall, and it goes all the way around. It has radiator heating, boiler heat, which is really, really nice. That cabinet will not be, this little white cabinet is not mine. It's not going to stay there. But look at all the shelves, and I'll be able to bring my books, my journals, all that stuff. This is how far I got with the painting. So I got the white all around the corner, and I got that section there between the windows done. So I'm moving on to this corner. Oh my gosh, it takes forever. It takes forever. This desk came with the room. Teacher left it behind, and so I've asked them if I can have it, and they said yes. So I am going to prime it and paint it funky, and I'm going to turn it into my little work desk. Isn't that fun? Love that. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So, here's the room from the other angle. Now here's the great part. All of these rooms have this additional coat room, or at least that's what I'm calling it. They've all been taken down, but it was lined with hooks. You can kind of see the marks on the wall where the hooks used to be. This is where the kiddos would hang their coats and bags and then come into the classroom and join their classmates. Isn't that great? So this alone is just like a lot of extra storage. And I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to lay everything out. But look at this. They each have all the rooms have 2 bathrooms. So this one on the end is the girls' room, which I'm keeping as the bathroom. Nothing special. I'm probably painted a fun color eventually. And then this first room was the boys' room, and look what I have. Ta-da! A utility sink. And this will need to be painted, obviously, too. That looks like a tiger about to bite the soap dispenser, doesn't it? Yes, very, very excited about the sink. Very thankful to Drake, who works here. He put that in for us. And then there's some little hodgepodgey pieces of furniture that we may work with, we may not. The windows are very filthy. They need a good cleaning. But I'm planning on doing a few curtains to brighten it up a little bit. So coming back out of the coat room, you can see the whole space here. And then there's the entrance. And then over here to the left, when you come in, this is to the left of the entrance. This is also really nice. Look at this. Ta-da. Look at all that space. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. It needs a good scrub and some fresh paint. But, I mean, it just can't be any more perfect. I'm really excited. Okay, guys, we're back. Thank you so much. I hope that wasn't too wobbly. I hope you got the gist of this space. I think I may have said 100 times I'm excited. I am very excited. I am also I'm very aware that this is going to be a lot of work. It already has been a lot of work, but it's so worth it. I think this is going to be a really great place for me to land. Yeah, and so I'm hoping here on the channel and on social media, I'm going to bring you along on this journey. I'll try to give you some updates on what I'm doing with the space and some of the pros and cons that I encounter as we move along on this journey. The one thing is they do not have an elevator installed yet. They are doing fundraising to raise the money to put in an elevator and to make all the bathrooms ADA compliant, which means that hubby and I are going to be moving stuff up and down upstairs with the strength of our backs. We won't have an elevator to assist us, but we keep telling ourselves this is why we lift, so that we can be capable of doing these hard things on our own. So wish us luck. I'm not exactly sure when that's going to begin, but I'll definitely keep you posted. Yeah, and if you are a local here in Cedar Rapids and believe in accessibility for all to the arts, please consider donating to the Eastern Iowa Arts Academy. It's a nonprofit that is literally walking the walk and making art and fun accessible to everyone, regardless of income, regardless of ability. It really is a wonderful organization, and I'm just so happy to have a place to call home here. I just can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens next. So thanks again, you guys, for checking in. Thanks for being with me this far. I sure appreciate it. And let's stay in touch. I'll give you some weekly updates on what's happening with the studio. It's a lot. It's a lot. But thanks again. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.